What's up, everybody? So today I have a huge card that I can't wait to show you guys. You'll have to wait until the end of the video to see it, but you'll definitely want to stay tuned. So I was rummaging through some of my old stuff, and you can see this is a picture of me as a kid, and that's my brother. And I'll never forget it because as an older brother, we went to get our picture taken, and they said there was only one Yankee uniform, and then there was one Mets uniform. So, of course, being the older brother, I said, I got to wear the Yankee uniform. And he doesn't even care, my brother. He's totally doesn't care about baseball, which is, it's funny how it works out that way, because me being a big baseball geek, and he could care less. So I thought it would be kind of cool to show you guys that. I also went back and I found this. This is the 1996 World Series Game 1. This is obviously the Yankees versus the Braves, where Andrew Jones hit 2 home runs, and the Yankees lost that game, lost the first 2 games of the series, but went on to win the next 4, of course, and won the World Series in '96. So I was at Game 1. I was actually at the playoff game, the Yankee game against Minnesota this year, which was a fantastic game. And Severino just didn't have it that night, but we had such a fantastic night. The Yankees coming from behind and winning that game. And that was a great time. And then, of course, I found this Eric Montross autograph, and I was, as a kid, a huge Eric Montross fan for some reason when he played for the Tar Heels, and he was terrible in the NBA, but I was just a big fan of him while he was with the North Carolina Tar Heels, so I thought I'd pull that out. And then my aunt gave me a couple of balls which that are signed, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to show you guys, and I'll show you these real quick. These balls are in horrible condition. This is obviously 2 pitchers, Early Wynn, who is a Hall of Fame pitcher, and a guy named Jerry Straley, who was a 4-time All-Star, and both pitched for the White Sox between 1958 and 1961. So I don't know if that is the relation with those 2 players there, but you can see here this ball has certainly seen better days, but still a cool ball of a Hall of Famer and an All-Star pitcher. She also gave me, my aunt gave me this, which I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's signed. I'm assuming this is Bob Turley pitching and John Romano hitting, and then look at that. Obviously, a dog took a huge bite out of it, and I'm not sure what to make out of it. I don't know why it says divided by, but and it's obviously pretty much worthless because of that. And then she also handed me, which I thought was really cool. This has 7 signatures on it. So this is a guy named Johnny Logan, who was a 4-time All-Star. And let's see who else is on here. Let's see. I think this is Mike Kasich, Jack Cotlier, and Jack Caffrey, or Chuck Cottier and Jack Caffrey. Then you have Andy Pafko, who's famous for having the first card in the 1952 Top Set. And if you guys have any idea who this is, it looks like it says Joe something. I can't read it. But Andy Pafko's on there. And Chuck Dressen, who had like 50 years in the majors, almost 2,000 games as a manager. And let's see if there's anyone else. I think that might be it. Chuck Dressen. Yep. So pretty cool looking ball. Obviously not in great condition, but thought I'd show that to you guys. And so I was also at the show in Bordentown, New Jersey. It was at a Raritan. It was a 40-table show, a very, very small show. And me and my dad went. He picked up a couple of 1952 Topps cards. I picked up this box of 2017 Bowman Chrome. So I'll open that soon and post a video on that. And then I also today picked up this beautiful Roberto Clemente. It's a 1960 Topps Roberto Clemente, and it is in beautiful condition. I'm really hoping that this is at least a PSA 7, and if you can kind of see this up close, I'm not sure if this video will do it justice, but it is a beautiful card. And I spent a lot of time at the show just looking for a really nice raw card that maybe I'll be able to submit into PSA. I renewed my subscription, so it just makes sense to maybe pick up a couple of cards that I can get graded. And here is the back. And this is 1960 Topps. I don't know if you can see it here, but looks like he hit 4 home runs in 1959. And this was the year before he starts. In 1960, he starts a run of almost 12 straight All-Star games. So he really sort of hits his stride after the 1959 season. So just a beautiful card that I'm really hoping we'll get a PSA 7, but we'll see. If not, even higher, because it is a really nice card. And then finally, the big card is, and I'll show you guys right now. Get ready for it. Boom. This is obviously the 1951 Bowman Willie Mays in a PSA 3. And a beautiful card. And what I was looking for with this card, it's a card that I've always wanted to get. I've had the Hank Aaron card, the 1954 Topps Hank Aaron rookie, for a long time, and I always felt like I needed to pair it with the Willie Mays rookie for some reason. I always wanted to have this card. I think I had this in my top 100 cards of all time. I think I had it at like number 5. I mean, it's an iconic card. And after sort of looking into this a little more deeply, I feel it's actually kind of undervalued, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But you can see here the back is perfectly centered, and absolutely no staining, no chipping, no creases. So for a PSA 3, it's really nice. The color on it's nice. Obviously, it's a little bit off center, top to bottom, and left to right it's pretty nice. The corners have a little bit of wear on them, but for a PSA 3, I've seen 3s and 4s on eBay that are just a disaster. So I thought this card looked really nice. So anyway, what I was talking about it being undervalued, one of the things that obviously you compare it to is the 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle, which generally, from what I've seen, goes sometimes for 2 to 3 times the Willie Mays rookie card. And the interesting thing is that there's actually a greater quantity of the 1951 Mickey Mantle than there is the Willie Mays. So it has nothing to do with scarcity. The Willie Mays is actually more scarce of the rookie card. And then on top of that, if you look at any listing of the greatest players ever, like if you look at ESPN's listing, they'll generally, most lists will have Willie Mays at number 2, right behind Babe Ruth. And then ESPN, one of the lists that they did had Mickey Mantle as number 9. So not only was Willie Mays a greater player, but this card is more scarce. But besides all that, the 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle goes for 2-3 times more than the Willie Mays card. So it might be undervalued. Just maybe my opinion, but really nice card. And that's basically it. If you talk about a 5-tool player, this was it. I mean, anytime you hear, oh, that guy's a 5-tool player, they're basically looking for Willie Mays, because the guy could do everything. He could field, he could hit, he could steal bases for you, he could throw, he could catch. He could do a little bit of everything. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will be busting open that 2017 Bowman Chrome soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Peace! Michael.